Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Shrivastava and welcome to CodeWithBK. So in this video, we solve question 4 of ICSE 2024 Computer Applications Specimen Paper, which is this question. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel, because out of 100 viewers, only 1 or 2 are subscribed, and a subscription is very important. So please do subscribe to my channel. So let's begin. So this is the question that we have to solve. Okay. So take a minute and give this a reading. So we have to define a class to accept values into an integer array of size 10, sort them in ascending order using selection sort, and then display the sorted array. So the question here exactly does not define the class name or the data members or the functions that you need. You just have to define a class to fulfill all these requirements. So what I'm going to do is create a class that fulfills these requirements. I'm going to create an object of this class and call the methods. Okay, that's the first code I'm going to write. And then secondly, I'm going to put everything in a single main function in a class and then run it. Okay, the code is going to be very similar in both the cases. The idea is just to get the right code out of these given requirements. Okay, so I'm going to say class question 4. Okay, so this class is going to satisfy all these requirements. Okay, the first thing is to create an integer array of size 10. So I take my data member as integer array of size 10. Okay, so now the size of this array has to be size 10. So I'm going to say the default constructor, okay, will be responsible for creating this array of size 10. So you can take another data member to store the size of this array. Okay, but it's just a choice. Okay, so in this case I'm not going to take a separate data member to store the size of the array. If I want to know the size of the array, I'm going to use arr.length. Okay, again, this constructor is not explicitly asked here, but this is going to help me in my solution to fulfill all these requirements. Okay, then you have to accept values. So I'm going to write a function public void accept. Okay, now this is responsible for filling this array with 10 values. So I'm going to need a scanner class object. Okay, and I have to do import java.util.scanner. Okay, I am going to print a prompt message, enter 10 integers. You can choose to not type this piece of code, not write this piece of code, because it's optional, right? When I test this code, I want this prompt to be printed because I know that is the time I need to enter 10 integers. You can choose to omit this code. It's not very mandatory for you guys. Okay, the requirement is just to accept 10 integers, which is create a for loop, run it 10 times. Okay, and in each iteration you do ARI is scanner dot next int. Okay, so this is my accept method which accepts 10 values. Okay, so this part to accept values into an integer array of size 10 is done by this constructor and this method. Okay, the next part is to sort them in ascending order using selection sort. For that I'm going to write another method. I'm going to say sort. Okay, use selection sort technique and sort this in ascending order. For selection sort, we iterate n times. So I say less than arr dot length I plus plus. In each iteration, we have to select the minimum value and place it at the front of the array. So the position where you have to put the first value is basically 0th location, which is basically I. So I can say int min pos is I. I can say int min val is your value at this ith location, which is arr of. Okay, now you have to iterate the rest of the value. So you say j equal to I plus 1, j is less than arr dot length j plus plus. So from the rest of the values, you have to find the smallest value and you have to store its location in minpos. And then finally you swap the locations of minpos and I. Okay, so to update the smallest, what we do is if arr of j is smaller than my min val. Okay, so in that case my min val becomes arr of j. Okay, and my min pos becomes j. Okay, so after this for loop, I know the minimum value from j equal to I plus 1 till the end of the array is at index min pos. So I swap I and min pos. So I say int temp is arr of I is arr of min pos. Okay, arr of min pos is temp. Okay, all right, and we are finding the minimum value Okay, we are updating the minimum value because we have to sort in ascending order, so the minimum value has to come at the front of the array. Okay, the final part, the final requirement is to display the sorted array. So I'm going to write another method, public void display. Okay, so I'll say for int I equal to 0. Okay, so before that I'm going to say system dot out dot print. Okay, so I less than array dot length, go till the end of the array, and then system dot out dot print ar of I, a space, and then this closing square bracket. Okay, so I want to basically print all the values space separated within square brackets. Okay, so that it represents an array. Okay, it looks like an array. So this is the class, okay, that fulfills all the requirements here, accepts values in integer of size 10, sort and ascending order using selection sort, and you can display the sorted array. Okay, but it says display the sorted array. Currently we are just creating a class that is capable of doing it. So I will have to create an object and call functions. Okay, string args. Okay, so I'll say question 4. Okay, question 4 is equal to new question 4. First call the accept. Okay, then call sort. Okay, and then call display. Okay, so what you can do is you can also system dot out dot print, you can say original array. Okay, and then you print, then you display. Okay, and then you sort, and then you print the prompt for sorted array and print the array again. Okay, all right, now this in my opinion is the full solution to this question. Okay, and when I'm dividing the question into constructor, sf function, sort, okay, because usually the structure of classes defined in the questions and in the expected solutions, all of this very similar manner for ICSE and for ISC too. Okay, for your purposes you people have to write minimum code that will complete all the requirements for this. Okay, so let me just test and run this. So Java C question 4. So I missed semicolons. Clear Java question 4. Okay, 10 integers is 34, 6, 78, 973, 2, 65, and 5. Okay, so the original array is this. Okay, in the original order, and this is the sorted array in ascending order. Okay, all right. Now the other idea could have been put everything in the main. Okay, so all I'm going to do is copy code from this class and put everything in the main. So I create an int arr. Okay, so I copy this part. So this part basically I copy. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I declare array and I create array. As simple as that. Okay, then I create this scanner and I read. Okay, and then I sort. Okay, so I sort. Okay, and then I display. Okay, so in this case we'll just be getting sorted array. Okay, because you're not displaying the original array, so you can say this message sorted array here. Okay, right, so you see I've just used the very same code that I have here. Okay, so I don't need this class, so I'm going to comment it out. Okay, I still need the import, right? All right, so array of 10 size, then reading 10 values into array, sorting and displaying sorted array. So clear compile, compiles, run. Okay, 10 integers 23, 5, 8, 90 and 4. Okay, so 4, 5, 23, 25, 48, 4. So this is the sorted array that we get. Okay, and we get sorted array only in this case because this is only printing of sorted array. If you want original array as well, you can add another print here. Okay, something like this, original. Okay, so if I compile and run again with 23, 5, 48, 77 and 90 and 4. So you have original array now and sorted array. Okay, so both these codes are going to work, right? So I'm going to create a separate class and then put this code here. Okay, so I'm going to comment this out. I'm going to keep the first version. I'll say alternate code. Okay, is this. I'm going to comment out this entire thing. Okay, so that when I post the link for this code, right, you can access both the codes. Comment this out, uncomment this. Okay, so this was our original class. Okay, oh, closing braces. So clear, compile, run. So I say 1 2 3 10 22. So that's the sorted. Okay, so this was the solution to this problem and I hope this was helpful. And other questions of ICSE 2024 Computer Applications Specimen Paper I will be solving, and the links for those will be in the description of this video, so please check it out. Also the link for the code of the solution, okay, will be in the description of this video. You can check that out as well. All right, so let me know your thoughts on this video, and you can always let me know in the comments if there is a question you want me to solve or if there is a concept you want to discuss. Thank you.